Hello guys and welcome back to Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. In the last episode, if you don't remember, we got to hang out with Sayaka a bit more, and we got to learn, where she's at mentally right now, which the answer to that is not good. And in this episode, we are going to learn about free time events, which is a new mechanic that we're getting introduced to here, and it's pretty similar to social links from the Persona series. So basically, in between story segments, we get to hang out with members of the main cast, and we get to learn more about them, more about their background and, their aspirations, their dreams, their goals, or we just get to hang out with them and have fun. This is actually where presents come into play, because in order to progress a character's quote-unquote social link in this game, you need to give them a present. Each character has different types of presents that they love, different types of presents that they like, and different types of presents that they dislike and hate. So you've got to be really careful when deciding what presents to give. For the first free time event, we are forced to hang out with Sayaka just so it can teach you the ropes, and I think that makes sense because Sayaka's the person that we've been hanging out with the most because she's the only one that Makoto actually has a connection with before the events of the actual game. Before I talk to her though, I'm going to go around the school and grab any mono coins that I missed because there are actually quite a few that we can get, and I want to get as many as I possibly can, just so I can get as many presents as I can, so that I have a good variety of options to pick for presents that I can give to Sayaka. Also, you have the ability to click on your bed to skip through free time. I would not suggest doing that. I think free time is a pretty important part to the Danganronpa experience, and I feel like it would suck to miss out on getting to hang out with all of your friends and learning more about them. Ahoy hoy! What? You remember me? The one and only Hifumi Yamada. I have no clue what ahoy hoy means. I mean, I know he's trying to say ahoy, like he's a pirate or something, but I've never heard someone add an extra hoy onto the end of ahoy. Hey, did you find a way out of here? I didn't find a thing. Nothing, zippo, zilch. Lost all my motivation. How do we get out of here? There's gotta be an exit somewhere. So you can see that Hina and Sakura are hanging around a lot. They're quickly becoming like fast friends and they go pretty much everywhere together. It's a deli style display case. Alright, got a coin for looking at the display case. Got a coin for looking at the vegetables. I remember that you have to check each of these washing machines individually because some of them have mono coins in them and some of them don't, like that one there. Eventually we'll get to a point where we don't need to worry about scrounging around for mono coins and stuff like that. After chapter 1, we're gonna have like a much better source for mono coins, so this is the only time we're gonna be like hunting around the school to find each and every one. Hey, on the cover here is one of Junko's fashion magazines, so that's pretty neat. Fun little bit of attention to detail. Got a coin from looking at this random hatch on the floor. Got a coin from looking at these buttons. I don't know if it's just me, but this door looks really, really weird. Like, I don't know if it just seems like too skinny, or if it's too slanted, or a mix of both, but I don't know, very strange. Huh. Hello there. Listen, who are you again? I apologize for my poor memory. It's just so hard to remember things I don't care about. Cool, thanks, Byakuya. Got a coin from looking at this clock. I can't believe how bizarre Hope's Peak Academy turned out to be. It's made me weak. It's made me depressed. That's actually an interesting thing. Depression actually is a mechanic in this game. During free time, there are sometimes very rare occasions during the story where you cannot hang out with certain characters at free time because they are experiencing depression. It's very rare, and if there are any instances of that, I'll be sure to point them out, but it is something to keep in mind. And by the way, I got a coin looking at this camera. Here's another coin, and here's another coin. Alright, 14 coins. I think we have a good amount of coins here, so let's go ahead and run on over to the Mono machine. There is a mechanic that I didn't talk about earlier, where sometimes, because, Makoto's the ultimate lucky student, sometimes he'll get lucky and multiple prizes will fall out at the same time. So you get like 2 for the price of 1, or even 3 for the price of 1. I actually have gotten 3 prizes in a row, so that's something to look forward to. Like right there. I remember in the anthology manga, there were a couple of jokes about the Mono Mono machine. One of them was about how it doesn't make sense that like all of these presents are able to fit inside of the machine. So Monokuma just literally makes it a rule that you can't question how they're all able to fit in there. And then another one was, I think it was Kyoko, seeing Makoto carrying around like this huge like sack, and she was just like, "What's that for?" And I think the joke was that they were all mono coins for the Mono Mono machine. The anthology comics are really, really great. I suggest checking them out, but only after you finish Danganronpa 1, because obviously the Danganronpa 1 anthologies have Danganronpa 1 spoilers. One of my favorite moments from the anthologies is one where, and this is kind of fitting since we're about to talk to Sayaka, it was that scene from before where she was venting about how, I believe her words were, she's like swimming against a stream or something like that. And it was like a metaphor about how tough it is to like stay popular and stuff like that in the idol world. And Naegi's just like, well, if you're having trouble with swimming, you should ask Asahina for help, because she's the ultimate swimmer. And Maizono's just like, oh my god, you dumbass. It's really funny. Alright, we used all those coins and we've already got like a 5th of the presents. So yeah, you could go into presents here and you can like check out, you can check all of the different presents. You can see how many you have, and you see a little description. So for example, I don't know how to pronounce that word, but this coffee, made from an extremely rare and expensive coffee bean, collected from the dung of an Asian palm, whatever. It has a unique fragrance. Oh my god, this flotation donut is actually edible. That's pretty cool. Before going into a free time event, I suggest saving, just in case. Just in case you accidentally like mess up and you give the wrong gift, or if for whatever reason you need to reload, be sure to just save. Now, I believe I read somewhere that you don't need to give someone a gift on the first FTE, but I'm not 100% sure if that was true, so I'm saving just beforehand, so just in case that wasn't true, then I can just go back to that save. Makoto, I'm so anxious. I really am afraid. Should I talk to Sayaka for a while? Yeah. Are you going to try and cheer me up? Sorry for making you take time out of your day like this. I did my best to comfort Sayaka. Sayaka and I grew a little closer today, so that's very much like the dialogue. Every single time you hang out with someone, it says like, this person and I grew a little closer today. I decided to hang out with this person. Let's not give a present yet. Makoto? Do you think you could make time for the two of us to talk? What's wrong? Why are you being so formal? Well, it's just... I guess that was kind of formal, but... It's just because I know I can count on you. Huh? Having you by my side really makes me feel a lot better. If you weren't here with me, I just don't know what I'd do. I'd be lost. I hate that we had to meet again under such awful conditions, but I'm relieved you're with me. Sayaka. Standing here face to face and hearing her say that, it's nice, but kind of embarrassing at the same time. I know how you feel. You being here is what saved me. Really? Thank you for the flattery. That smile, a mysterious smile that softens my heart. I really wasn't flattering her. That smile saved me. But it's kind of strange, I never thought I'd get a chance to really talk to you like this. All through middle school, you never talked to me. In fact, you never even looked at me. It's because you were like a celebrity. I couldn't just go around staring at you. Wait, how do you know I never looked at you? Because I looked at you all the time. Huh? I was always looking for an opportunity to talk to you. You wanted to talk to me? But since I always had so many people around me, we ended up graduating without saying a word. That was one of my biggest regrets. But why me? Do you remember our first year of junior high? That bird wandered into the school pond? Actually, now that I think about it, I do sort of remember something like that. It was like out of a fairy tale. The turtle once every 1,000,000 years, that bird once every 1,000. A huge bird wandered into a school pond during our first year of junior high. I think it might have been, I believe the answer is crane? It was a crane! It just walked right into the pond. That's right, that's what it was. It was so big the teacher had no idea what to do. But you let it into the forest behind the school. You helped it find its way out. Well, only because I was already in charge of taking care of the animals at school. They made me do it. I should have said thank you then, but is it okay if I do it now? Thank me? I'm that crane, you see. I've come to return the favor. Here, let me make you a cloak. Just kidding. I believe this is a reference to some sort of Japanese like folklore or something like that. So yeah, kind of weird for Americans who have no idea. I remember playing this game for the first time and I was like, that's probably a reference to something, but I have no clue what she's talking about. Yeah, I kind of figured. Honestly though, I was so impressed. That's why I always wanted to talk to you, even just once. I never imagined this would be how I got my chance. Yeah, if we'd met again at a train station somewhere downtown, that'd make for a nice dramatic reunion. But instead, it's this weird school. Maybe, but still, I'm sure you'll help me find my way out just like that crane. You'll save me. It's just intuition, I know, but I still believe it. I'm going to save her? I'll do my best, I promise that. I'll make sure it's more than just intuition. If there's anything I can do, I'm going to do it. I believe in you. Besides, my intuition always turns out to be right. Kidding, kidding. She laughed out loud as she said it. The closer we get, the stronger that smile of hers makes me. I was glad to feel that way. So we unlock the skill Melodious Voice. Once again, I'll go more into what that skill is all about later. We have now once again reached nighttime. We're getting to the end of the day.
まもなく食堂はドアをロックされますので立ち入り禁止となります。ではでは、いい夢を。おやすみなさい。
So yeah, the morning message and goodnight message are the same pretty much every time. So for now on, I might just skip through them because they're pretty much the same. I don't know, though. I'll decide when we get to that. The day's already come to an end, but I swear, tomorrow I'm going to find some kind of clue. I swear! As my eyelids began to slide closed, the conversation I'd had with Sayaka that morning began to replay. In a way, it's almost frustrating. Even if I understand where her desperation is coming from, I can't share in it. The pressure she's under is way different from anything a normal high schooler like me goes through. She didn't just stumble into this school the way I did. So I can't say I feel things the way she does. Compared to her, no, compared to everyone else here, there's no doubt I just don't match up. I guess that might explain my own frustration.
Danganronpa.